Alright, welcome back to another episode of Aoi Tori. Okay, I am at the right place. The next morning, I have the day off from morning worship, which means I get to stay in bed 30 minutes longer than usual. Last night I felt truly at ease and slept a deep, peaceful sleep. That's because yesterday Akari and I became one in body and soul, solidifying our relationship. I'm dozing. Nothing beats lying in on a cold winter's morning. When I hear something. It rises me, but only ever so slightly, and I pay it no mind.
リツくん、朝ですが、どうしました？大丈夫ですか？
What am I doing lying in bed? Am I okay? Oh, it's time to get up. What's going on? Are you okay? The noise continues, but I can't work out what it is. I just want 5 more minutes. Snuggling up under the sheets, I let myself drift back off. Am I gonna be waking up to a pair of huge glasses on my face? Hey, 1 maid service later. Where do I stop? Okay, I think this is the right stop at the start of a brand new day. Right after some great maid service, we're going to have breakfast, go to class, study, lab, practice for our play. It's the normality of what follows that makes the impurity this morning all the better.
リツくん、
Yes? Akari calls to me. Yes?
改めておはようございます。今日もいい天気ですよ。
Morning. I look over to the window, Yeah. What a lovely day it is, indeed. It's now the 2nd week of December. Classes are focused on the exams happening next week, with winter break to follow the week after.
テスト期間ってみんなが勉強ばっかりになって暇だよね。
It's lunchtime, and after eating, I'm now hanging out with Mikako and Saya. For you, I'm sure it is.
私も暇よ。
Wait, what? Saya pops out her chest confidently, much to my surprise.
転校したてでさっぱり授業についていけてないもの。なんか内容に宗教色も混じってるし。
Oh, right. Now I'm worried about my sister? That's not great. Maybe you could get Mikako to help teach you.
ああ、私悪い意味で人と頭の構造が違うから無理。
奇遇ね。私もよ。
High five, bestie! Why are you trying to compete with her? I want the facepalm.
別に勉強なんていいんじゃない？
Some parents always send their daughters here so that they can get the prestige of having graduated here regardless of grades. So I guess you're not the only one.
いやらしい男どもがよだれを垂らしそうな白ね。
How did you even... Wait, maybe? Those same parents would also probably care more about their daughter's marriage prospects than their employment prospects.
じゃあ、全寮制のお嬢様学校卒業の男子ってどういう扱いになるのかな？
Mikako looks over at me. Huh? Oh, that would be me, right?
男好きの金持ちの旦那様とか大企業の社長とかも世の中にはいるでしょ。
なるほど。
Hey, quit it. I shake my head. I don't even want to imagine it. We were talking about your exams, Saya. Enough of the jokes. I could help you study if you want. Not that I have the best grades myself.
苦手科目は保健体育よ。
Pretty sure you're not meant to make that joke to your sibling.
りっくん、りっくん。私ならいいの？
Alright, let's go. I don't think that would make it much better. I wouldn't be able to tell if she was joking or serious, which would only make things worse.
さよちゃんの勉強だけど、メアリーちゃんに教えてもらえばいいよね。
I follow Mikako's gaze. Maddie's happily chatting with some of our other classmates. She's so outgoing and charming, it's no surprise everyone wants to be her friend.
まあ普通に夜にでもメアリーに教わろうとは思ってたけど。
Huh. Wait, you were? What have I been worrying about then? Sayo and Mikako both turned to stare at me with narrow identical smirks.
だって
りっくんの困った顔って面白いんだもん。
だも
I hold my head in my hands as I slip forward onto my desk. Oh, so was that who I think it was? Yep.
あれ、今の声は？
Obviously, Mikako picked up on it too.
山彦よ。ここは山だからヤッホーと言うと反響があるの。
Yeah, sure.
そっか、周り中全部山だもんね。
You're really buying that, Mikako? Perhaps she's just so smart she can no longer recognize even basic logical inconsistencies? In any case, why did you choose to set the team up and tease me? I talked to them both a lot, but I don't remember feeling so targeted before.
先週くらいからりっくんは喜怒哀楽がはっきりするようになって面白いから。
Right, thanks. I do feel that way. I'm not entirely sure I should be happy about that, but I'll think about it later. Basically, my emotions are more visible to others.
感度が良くなったのね。いやらしい。
Could you tone it down already, Saya? We're in the middle of our classroom here. At this point, Mikako leans in with a look of great curiosity.
やっぱりりっくんが変わったのはあの子の影響？
At least she praised that in a way that hides the truth from potential eavesdroppers. Yeah, she gave me the chance to think about what I want to do for myself. Not that I've stopped caring about others, mind you.
よかったね、りっくん。
Mikako beams and congratulates me. Thanks.
前のままなら私はりっくんと結婚するんじゃないかなって思ってたけど。
Come again?
ちょっとどさくさ紛れにめちゃくちゃなこと言ってくれるわね。
Saya squints.
いや、だってほら、私はこんなだし、りっくんはあんなだったし、お互いに普通の人となんて付き合えないでしょ。ついこの前まではさよちゃんもメアリーちゃんもいなかったしさ。
もう他に選択肢がなかったってことね。
Saya gazes at me. I feel really awkward. You shouldn't think like that. You're plenty attractive, Mikako.
客観的な比較ではそうらしいね。
Their way of thinking is as off as ever.
ねえミカコ、もう例え話になるけど、そういう消極的な理由で相手を決めるなんて、あんたはそれでいいの？
知らない相手と政略結婚とかさせられるならりっくんの方がいいとは思ってたよ。
She says casually.
ああ、そういえばあなたこそお嬢様だったわね。
うちお金持ちだし、変な豪遊とかしないならりっくんもさよちゃんも働かなくても養えるよん。
リッツ、玉残しよ。今からこっちにしなさい。
You're saying that for yourself, not for me, aren't you?
当たり前じゃない。
I imagine she was joking and get an immediate reply confirming. Mikako glances at the clock. Lunch break is about to be over.
本題に戻るけど、じゃあさりっくん、あれはもうやめるの？
how sexual way. She says plainly yet again. Wait, she's really asking as if now that Akari is my girlfriend, I'm no longer going to be able to play with her at night? Yeah, that was my plan. There's no need to muddy my words with Mikako.
そっか、それは残念。
You know, Mikako, if you're ever bored and fancy a change of pace, you're more than welcome to play with more than welcome to come over and hang out.
はいよー。最近はお姉ちゃんも演劇の練習に参加してるみたいだし、一回くらい見に行こうかな。
今週末に通し稽古とかいうのをやるわよ。
じゃあその時に。
So our first spectator will be Mikako, huh? Well, it's about time we wrapped up this conversation. Mikako, there is something I do like you to do.
何？
Would you mind spreading the rumor that the angel has gone away from me? Mikako doesn't really have any other friends, but she gets along well enough with everyone and finds herself in a myriad of different conversations. That makes her the perfect person to start a rumor.
いいよん。七不思議が一つ減っちゃうね。
面倒ね。
I get it. I force a smile at Sayo's exasperation. The real bother is still to come. Also, Sayo, there's something I have to do after class, so start today's practice without me.
何かあるの？
Just some priest business.
何それ？お祈り？
There are things I need to make sure are settled before you spread that rumor for me.
ああ、やっぱり面倒ね。
何の話？
I have to get rid of my sex tension, unless Akari is okay with that. Mikako is confused by how exasperated Sayo is. All I can do is keep forcing a smile. Saya understands me. Mikako likely doesn't. It's an emotional issue, not a logical one. That's what I have to sort out. Classes are now over. I'm walking through the academy with my cell phone in hand. I'm currently searching for the 3 girls from a list I've created, detailing those who've contacted me with a request for contact. I decided it was best to tell them I can no longer help face to face. Those who only sat with me for fun, like Mikako, or out of curiosity, I have no problem shutting out. But with these 3, I feel a responsibility to ensure you have someone to talk, let's at least talk through their problems with. This was my decision, so whatever happens, I have to deal with it. I see it jestingly, but my expression is tense and my throat is so dry that it's hard to speak. I'm nervous. I'm scared. But I need to do this to move forward. This is the price I have to pay. After my first time, I've always had the option to reject the girls who begged me to sleep with them. Until doing so led to the death of a girl for which I blamed myself. I'll never forget it. I can never forget it. I dealt with it in the most contorted way, as I told Akari when we first met. Contorted really is the only way to describe it. What's worse, I knew it was while it was happening. If I'd just been able to accept her death, the wounds would have at least scarred over. It's strange. The topic now is easy. I couldn't have done it before, but now I can. My feet start to move. I made up my mind. And then I find her, the first of the girls I've been looking for. She's chatting with another girl who appears to be a friend. This has to be a private conversation. How am I meant to talk to her? If I just go over and ask to speak to her, her friend will obviously end up digging into what's going on. I don't want to cause any extra trouble for her by doing this. I suppose I could wait for her to be alone. maybe go and look for an hour girl in the meantime. And in my moment of hesitation, I feel something warm touch my hand. I look blankly at the hand in mine, then up towards its owner's face, so that's who's been controlling me.
リツくん、大丈夫ですか?
Akari, what are you doing here? Her warmth and smile helps me to relax, before bringing confusion a moment later. She should be back at home practicing for the play right now. Even before all that, how did she even know what I was doing? Was it Saya or was it the devil?
はい。気の利く妹さんに感謝いたします。
Yeah, wait. I was expecting for Mika to come. Honestly, I ran a hand through my bangs and pressed it against my forehead. So now what? I don't know how much Saya figured out and how much of that she said to Akari. If it was a simple Risa needs some help, then I might make matters worse if I tell her everything. Instead, I form a calm, priestly smile. I'm fine, I just have something to do before I can come to practice.
大丈夫じゃないです。
She says clearly, remaining calm. Actually, on closer inspection, her cheeks are a little puffed out like a squirrel.
リツくんの考えていることなんてわかりやすすぎます。それで、他の子を抱かないでくれるのは、彼女としては嬉しいです。
Akari says bashfully, though she also seems rather pleased. Yeah, but it would be wrong to ask you to help me. Anyone helping me would know exactly which girls I've slept with, which I can't imagine would be pleasant for Akari. But if she knows what I'm doing, I can at least talk to her about it. I'm not being stubborn for the sake of it, it just feels awkward.
大丈夫ですよ、リツくん。
She smiles.
それはまあ、思うところもありますけど。
Quite rarely so, I would think. We're no longer just talking about the other girls I've slept with. She's going to have to face them. Even so...
でも、私はリツくんの彼女だから、手伝います。
I think about what she said. As I stare into her eyes for around 5 seconds. They're beautiful. Okay. I'm not still frowning. Honestly, I was at my wit's end. These girls are never alone, so I don't know how to approach them.
ああ、女の子はどこでも誰かと一緒ですからね。
Come to think of it, even Akari was with a friend when he came to sleep with me. Akari takes a peek inside the nearby classroom.
どちらの子ですか？私がうまくいって呼び出します。
The one on the left with the long hair?
やっぱり髪の長い子が好みですか。
Akari plays with her bangs, reminded of a previous conversation. Hey, she was the one who came to me.
分かっていますが、早く髪が伸びないかな。
Anyway, would you mind? Nothing good can come of discussing the female appearance with Akari, so I gesture towards the classroom.
もっとリツくんの好みを知りたいですのに。
Don't worry, you're just the right perfect package for him.
ねえ、少しくらい釣った魚にご褒美をくれてもいいんですよ。
You'll get your reward later.
エッチな人。
And so are you. I'm about to say you that wasn't how I meant it, but when Akari walks to the classroom, I scratch my head. I mean, it could get parody, I guess. We've had schmag several times more since that wake-up, Blowy. No longer do either of us feel hesitant, and Akari no longer hides her own interests. I find myself enjoying it more than ever, now that I'm no longer doing it out of compulsion. At the same time, I am impressed by just how avaricious Akari can be. Doubt that I should be thinking about that now. Not now. I raise my hand to my heart and calm myself. There's no denying the lust welling up inside me. I love Akari. Even the sex we have now is no less important to me than our first time. You could view this as the end. That would be pessimistic. Or you could view this as the start. That would be optimistic. We all live in the same world. The events we experience are the same. The truth does not lie in how things happen, but how we choose to view them. How we feel in our hearts. What we say in our prayers. No longer will I think this is helpless. Now I make my own decisions. Right. I feel much calmer. Akari 10 calls for me, breaking the confused girl out into the corridor like a puppy. At first she's smiling, but she's thrown out the moment she sees me. Her fear and embarrassment mixes with memories of pleasure and debauchery. If this were me in the past, my first thought would have been to touch her hand and heal her. My power conditioned me to think that way, but now I have words to use. Akari silently moves away from myself and the Garo girl. First, I smile at the Narrows girl. I need to talk to you about something. Later on, I finished talking to the three girls and have left the academy. A beautiful sunset lights the sky. Night approaches and the orange-tinted world grows colder. But my heart grows warm at the sight of Akari waiting for me after having left me with the last girl. Sorry to keep you waiting. Akari opens her eyes when I call out.
おかえりなさい。
Good morning, sleepyhead. Thanks. It feels like she's welcoming me home, even though we're not there.
大丈夫ですか？
Yeah, I just woke up. Yeah, it did. It's all over now. Finally freed from the tension, I feel somewhat spacey. Akari smiles at me.
最後の方は時間がかかりましたね。平手打ちでもされて頬が赤くなってるかなとか考えちゃってました。
That would be unwarranted. They came onto him first for help. That didn't happen, though I could heal up a knife wound with my current powers.
ああ、そうですね。
She frowns for a moment, but quickly smiles again.
それじゃあ帰りましょうか。
You're not going to ask about it? She may have called the girls for me, but she always left us alone before the conversation started.
リツくんが話したいならどうぞ。でも無理に話さなくてもいいです。あなたを信じているからきっとうまくいきました。
Akari declares. I scratch my head. Yeah, it went better than I expected, to be honest, so I'd still have to talk about it.
それなら聞きます。たまには帰りが遅くなるのもいいですよね。
But why did it take a little bit too long with one of the girls then? She smiles happily. The evening sun shining against her face. There wasn't a single girl who got angry with me or blamed me. Good.
そうでしょうね。相手としても表に出せる話ではないでしょうし、騒ぎにしたくはないでしょう。
No, that's not what I mean. I hesitate to speak. It's not that I don't want to tell her. I'm just struggling to decide how best to get across their reactions.
何かあったんですか？ひどいことを言われましたか？
No, not even that. Not in the slightest. I shake my head slowly. I told him that, although I was no longer able to comfort him, that he could discuss the troubles and anxieties with me as a priest.
まっすぐなお言葉ですね。
And they said no, they're not into religion. There was no other way to do it. I wasn't about to bring up the devil, Akari, or my own personal issues.
3人とも似た反応だったんですか？
I suppose I'll summarize what happened. The first girl simply said that while she'd been under a lot of stress, she was fine now. Apparently things have gotten rough between her and her best friend, which is the girl she was talking to in the classroom. She informed me with a smile that now the two made up, they got along better than ever. That's great. The next girl is still suffering from some anxieties and asked if she could occasionally call me to chat. She's having troubles at home, which is negatively affecting her education. I'm thinking of introducing her to Mary. She'd be better than a guy like me. The last girl will still be coming to me for help for now. She's gay. Normally, normal help. Which, while not being common, isn't all that unusual with how many girls are at this academy. The girl herself actually hadn't realized this herself before coming here, at which point having all the girls around her awakened her to her sexuality. It's not easy for her to come with terms with, either. Religion sees homosexuality as a taboo, so she can't talk about it with any of the sisters.
でも、そうやって話を聞けるくらいには、きちんと相談に乗ってあげられたんですね。
Yeah, I hope so. And Akari doesn't seem surprised. She probably expected this reaction when she learned that you'd be talking to them. Likely because it was easy for the girls to trust me, since we were partners in sin.
うまくいったみたいなのに、先ほどから妙に歯切れが悪いですね。
Akari frowns.
もしかして最後の思い出に抱いてほしいなどと言われましたか？
Oh no, nothing like that.
そうですか。もしそうならちょっとむにゅっとしますね。
Well, two people coming onto your boobs would really be hard. Sorry, squeezed?
胸がそんな感じになるということです。
Hard. Her chest. I find myself looking. It's certainly squeezed under that blouse. I'd love to give it a squeeze myself. Though Akari was likely talking more in the emotional sense, I suspect.
話を戻しますけど、何があったんですか？
Well, there was this one common reaction between them. When I said I couldn't sleep with them anymore, for some reason they all looked sad. I hadn't expected that at all. There was no refusal, no criticism. They didn't even just remain emotionless. They were sad. Disappointed.
ああ、なるほど。
Akari not seeming to understand. You know how they felt?
ええ、その。
She looks around, making sure no one else is within earshot.
リツくんとのセックスが気持ちよすぎて、その快感をもう得られないと思うと寂しいのでしょう。美味しいケーキを出す店がちょっとした事情で閉店してしまうみたいな。
Yes?
そうって？
I thought sex with me just felt good because of my miracle powers. I say quizzically. I'm sure there are guys on the outside who can please them way better than I can.
それ、未だに本気で言っていますか？
Akari has the most unconcealed scowl in her face right now. Yoink.
あのめちゃくちゃさで、ねちっこさで、一度の行為で4回も5回も抜かずに射精できるのに。
And you dare to call yourself bad at sex? Wow, Ritsu. Oh, she's being overwhelming. But you were a virgin when we first slept together? How could you know about anyone else?
そりゃそうですけど、あれ以上があったら真面目に頭がおかしくなって死にます。
She stays firmly? It's hard to tell in the light, but she's as red as an apple right now. Well, I don't know. 5 times, by the way. Maybe I am good at sex after all, then. Nakari thanks, then takes my hand.
ひとまず改めて何事もなくてよかったです。
Sad for
本
them,
当
but
に
smoothly went through without any issues. Thank you, Akari.
ありがとうなら受け取ります。ごめんなさいなら受け取りませんけどね。
Her hand feels so warm. The nerves made my circulation poor, so my hands are freezing. Come on, let's go home. I'm starving.
はい。メアリー先輩、今日のお夕飯はきりたんぽにずんだ餅だって言ってました。
Mochi and dumplings. She sure learned a lot while she was up north. We make to start walking home hand in hand. When Akari tips over and I catch her in my arms. Whoa, you okay there?
はい、すみません。
I look down to see what she tripped over, but it's just flat ground. She's very soft though. I mean, I can touch her all over when we're in bed together, but there's something about the suddenness of this that's just nice.
失礼しました。
Forgiven. That's fine. It felt nice. Nothing. I shut my hand on Akari's so that we're interlinking fingers. Akari then smiles and starts clinking to my arm.
好きですよ、リツくん。
I love you too. Though I'm not sure we're in the clear for you to start clinging to me.
大丈夫です。誰かに見られたいとリツくんが考えなければ安全なはずです。
I want an audience to watch me have a girlfriend. Okay then. I'll look around, but don't sense anyone. Got to think of it, we'll have our dress rehearsal soon.
もう時間もないですし、最初から最後までちゃんとやれるのもこの1回だけかもですね。
I'm counting on you, my future princess.
もちろんです。私の王子様。
Akari giggles. She snuggles against my arm, her lips pressed against me.
幸せですね。
Yeah.
こうやって寄り添えるなら、このままずっと寒い冬でもいいですね。時間が止まってしまえばいい。
She matters? Hey now, I've been looking forward to spring. Besides, we wouldn't get Christmas if time stopped.
そうですね。
Akari smiles gently.
ねえ、リツくん。私のこと好きですか？
No. For some reason, she's asking for reassurance. Yeah, I love you. Did I not sound like I meant it?
いいえ、いいんです。
Akari shakes her head, still snuggled against my arm. I smile.
私も